What's up, y'all? It's your boy Ty, and today we're gonna look at the Carter 5, and it's been long overdue, so let's get into it. So Wayne been battling with Birdman for the last like 2 or 3 years, 4 or 5, I don't know how long, forever trying to get this album to come out, and finally he's been granted to drop his album, and the album is like really good, bro. Like, album is good. Like, it's not his best, but it's still like it just came out, so I can't really judge it like that. But I like some songs on it. The only problem I have with the album though, it's like super long. It's an hour and 27 minutes, and like that, like I love Wayne, but that's long. But I understand where Wayne comes from, because Wayne comes from an era of like albums were like 23 songs, 25 songs. So, but other than that, like even though it was long, I like the album, and I'm about to go through some of the tracks that I liked on the album. So let's get into it. Sure, I'm not gonna go through all the tracks. I'm gonna just go through some of the tracks that stood out to me. But track 1, when he's I love you Dwayne. That track was his mom talking. She was saying things like how Wayne provided for her, and how he would give his last for her, and how she's proud of him. And that was a nice intro to the album, because the album cover is him and his mom holding hands when he was like when he was a very young boy. And like Wayne, like it was very touching to hear that from his mom. So that was a really nice way to open up the Carter 5, you know. And then you come to the track with X and Don't Cry. I like the track, and X been bro, like I'm thinking X has so much music out there like that he hasn't like released yet. Like X has so much other like songs we haven't heard, and he probably has other collaborations coming up that we never heard of. So this is great. I like it. The song is great too. It's very chill and calm. X's vocals are beautiful. Like every time I hear X, like it gives me goosebumps. Like I still can't believe he's gone. Like every time I hear his voice, I'm like, damn, this dude is really gone. But yeah, that track was nice. I liked how I kind of like how Wayne played with his name. The extension. Now people call him extension. Really, the extension name is XXXTENTACION. But I like the way Wayne kind of played with that wordplay with his name. And when it comes to the next 2 tracks, Dedicated and Uproar, those tracks are like, you know, classic Wayne tracks, you know. So like, you know, he had a Swiss beat, you know, he's going off of that shit. And Dedicated is fire too. So those tracks, you know, it's typical Wayne, you know. So when it comes to Let It Fly with Travis Scott, like when I first heard it, I didn't like it, but I listened to it twice. I listened to it like 3 or 4 times, and I like the track, bro. Like it's really dope. Like it's really dope. Like if y'all haven't heard it, go listen to that track. It's probably one of my favorite tracks on here already. So yeah. And when it comes to the next track, Can't Be Broken. Yo, this track reminded me of I Feel Like Dying. Not the concept of that song, but like just like the vocals. If you know what I'm talking about, the vocals of that song kind of reminds me of the vocals on Can't Be Broken. It kind of reminds me of that same kind of vocals that girl was singing. Who was singing that hook on that song kind of reminds me of the same kind of hook on Can't Be Broken. So alright, then when it comes to The Dark Side of the Moon featuring Nicki Minaj, like this gives me church vibes, yo. This album, this right here gives me church vibes. But I'm gonna tell you this right now, Nicki, she sang her ass off on this song, bro. Like her singing, I didn't even know it was her. Like I had to like double check to make sure nobody else was on this track. And it says Nicki Minaj. And I'm like, yo, man, Nicki, I know Nicki can sing, like from like, you know, Pills and Potions and stuff like that. But like this sound like it sound like she been training her voice to sing. Like y'all need to listen to that too. That voice on that sounds amazing, yo. Alright, the other track with Kendrick Lamar, Mona Lisa. That track is really dope too as well, bro. Like they both, Wayne and Kendrick both did their thing on that track, yo. And one of the things that like Kendrick, like, you know, like Wayne did his thing, but Kendrick stood out to me because, you know, Kendrick, he does all the extra detailed kind of off the wall voices. He changes his voice inflection, stuff like that. So Kendrick stood out to me on that track, and you know he integrated that Lil Wayne's Lollipop ringtone in that little discussion he was having with that girl in the song. And like that shit was fire. With the way he said smooth, how they just smoothly put that into the track. Alright, so when it comes to the other track, Open Letter, it's kind of some deep stuff he talks about on that track, talking about people being loyal and stuff like that. So on that track was good as well. And the track Famous, this might sound weird to y'all, but The track Famous reminds me of the Eminem song 25 to Life. At the end where she's singing, like it just if you just go listen to 25 to Life and then listen to the end of this song and just see, like, it kind of sounds the same. I kind of had that same kind of vibe, like this shit kind of sounds familiar. But other than that, the track was nice. It wasn't. It says featuring his daughter. I don't know. I ain't hear her voice. I don't know if that's her singing or what. I don't know if he just puts her on there. I don't know what about that track. But if y'all know something, just tell me below, because I don't know why she on there, or he just put it on there just to, you know, give her some type of recognition. I don't know. But yeah, the other song, I saw Tiger tweet this out, Open Safe, and yo, like, he should have been on that shit, bro. Like, I could just hear his voice on Open Safe. And that song was fly too. I like it. Kind of has the upbeat. I like upbeat type Wayne. You know, I like Wayne when he does the deep shit too. But I like upbeat type Wayne when he makes those kind of like hype, kind of hype songs. You know, kind of like Bobby Head too and shit. But that track is also fire too. And the last track, Let It Work Out. That track it's amazing. Like, he talks about killing himself. He was trying to commit suicide. So that was very interesting to know, because if y'all know anything, if y'all watched that, it was like, I think it was like a documentary, like it was like a big documentary on MTV or VH1 like a couple years ago, and he was saying he was playing with a gun and he shot himself, and he had like a metal plate in his chest or something like that from it. But other than that, that track was really good. I like that track, and it was a nice closer too for the album. But other than that, there's so much on this album. Like, I'm gonna go back and listen to it. I'm gonna keep listening to it again to get more stuff out of it. But there's so much on this album, because Wayne literally gives his heart out on his album. Like, he literally gives everything out on his album. You know, as long he gives everything out, and I really appreciate that. And y'all like, subscribe. Tell me what you guys like about the album. Drop your favorite track below in the comments section. Y'all like and subscribe.